Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's cracking, what it do, what's good? It's your girl KB. You know what I do and you know why I do it. If you don't, let me explain. That's my best Ricky Ricardo. Let me explain. I like to discuss and highlight hypocrisy. I like to educate folks on the subtleties of racism. I love to read, so I like to share my thoughts on books and book titles. You know, the other day, I overheard my coworker saying, "Let's go ask KB. She knows everything." No, I don't claim to know everything, but I do read, and I like to know a little bit of something about everything. And if a question is posed to me, most of the questions are very simplistic. And, you know, I provide a lot of history and historic context about a lot of things to people. But most of the time when I'm approached, the questions are answerable for me. I'm a humanities major. So, you know, humanities is a very polite study of a little bit about everything as far as, I want to say, the arts are concerned. And language is an art. History, in and of itself, can be considered, you know, art forms. So, you know, I'm a liberal studies kind of person. That being said, I'm going to teach you an Italian word. My sister speaks Italian. I know a little French. Used to be better at it because I lived on the East Coast, close to Canada, where, you know, there are French-speaking provinces. So I know a little French, and I know a little Spanish, because now I'm in Cali. Enough to carry on very basic conversations if the person speaks slow. I am studying Spanish, so hopefully at some point I'll get better at it. But the Italian word, agita. Now you'll hear it, if you live on the East Coast, you'll hear it, agita. But it's pronounced agita. And that's stress or aggravation. Okay. So you pretty much guess that, you know, I'm talking about number 47. And what is he now? Is he still 40? Never mind. I'm talking about the Donald. Did you happen to catch the video of him, you know, I want to say highlighting the essence of his insecurities, where he's walking with the king and queen? I wanted to say the prince, but the king and queen, and King Charles is shaking hands on one side of the crowd, and then he steps to the side to go to the crowd on the other side. Mr. Insecure blows by the queen, or Camilla. I don't know. Does she really have the official title? Never mind, it's a whole different thing. Blows by her, you know, gets in front of her, halts her progress to shake the same hands and to have a few words. I mean, it's manners and protocol were all shot to hell in that moment. And I'm looking at him like, Now here's the British word, cloddish. And it's like foolishness, buffoonery, stupidity, déclassé type behavior. Now, some of you may have never heard of Emily Post. But for a man to do that, because there's some masculine and feminine protocol when you're talking about Emily Post. And I know that the British are staunch on manners and protocol, especially when it comes to royalty. My man just said, screw this. And in that little brief moment, demonstrated how most Europeans view the people of this country. New Jack country, no manners, déclassé, you name it. That's how we're seen. And it was clearly demonstrated with Mr. Insecurity and Mr. Privilege and Mr. Entitlement. And, the whole line of folks who have that delusional subscription. I just want to make sure you look that up. Check it out. And see just exactly what kind of man we're allowing to have say.